ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਹਿੱਲ ਤੇ ਕੰਜ਼ਰਵੇਟਿਵ ਐਮਪੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ 2020 ਨੋਵਾ ਸਕੋਸ਼ੀਆ ਸਮੂਹਿਕ ਗੋਲੀਬਾਰੀ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਚ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਥਿਤ ਰਾਜਨੀਤਿਕ ਦਖਲਅੰਦਾਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਹਾਊਸ ਆਫ ਕਾਮਨਸ ਪਬਲਿਕ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ। ਕਮੇਟੀ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਚ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਬਕਾ ਜਨਤਕ ਸੁਰੱਖਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਬਿਲ ਬਲੇਅਰ ਅਤੇ ਪ੍ਰਧਾਨ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਦਫ਼ਤਰ ਨੇ ਸਮੂਹਿਕ ਗੋਲੀਬਾਰੀ ਦੀ ਜਾਂਚ ਬਾਰੇ ਵੇਰਵੇ ਜਾਰੀ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਆਰਸੀਐਮਪੀ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨਰ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਡਾ ਲੱਕੀ ਤੇ ਸਿਆਸੀ ਦਬਾਅ ਪਾਇਆ ਸੀ।
Today, our committee begins its investigation into whether the Liberal government attempted to leverage the worst mass killing in Canadian history for political gain by inappropriately pressuring the Commissioner of the RCMP to release sensitive information to the public that could have jeopardized the active investigation into the Nova Scotia attacks of April 2020. There has been considerable legal testimony released by the Mass Casualty Commission, which is currently leading the inquiry into the Nova Scotia attacks, by multiple witnesses that supports this narrative that the Liberals inexcusably attempted to seize on the tragic deaths of 22 Canadians, including a pregnant woman, to further their political agenda. This is a very serious matter, and beyond the appalling nature of it, it also has the disturbing consequence of our elected government violating the independence of our national police force, which further fractures the faith Canadians have in our governing institutions and has severe consequences on the integrity of the RCMP, one of Canada's oldest institutions. On April 23rd, 2020, RCMP Commissioner Brenda Lucki emailed the former Minister of Public Safety, Bill Blair's office, providing information they had requested concerning the weapons used in the attacks. In this email, Commissioner Lucki gives a strong warning that this information must not be shared beyond the Minister of Public Safety and the Prime Minister, because it pertained to the active investigation. To be clear, as of April 23rd, 2020, Commissioner Lucki was of the professional opinion, after decades of service in the RCMP, that sharing this information could jeopardize the investigation into the Nova Scotia attacks. So this was a very serious warning she provided to the Office of the Minister of Public Safety. However, only 5 days later, on April 28th, 2020, following a press conference and public briefing regarding the attacks led by then Nova Scotia RCMP Superintendent Darren Campbell, Commissioner Lucki summoned the Nova Scotia RCMP officials to an immediate meeting in which she reprimanded her deputies for failing to share this very same sensitive information concerning the weapons used in the attacks that only days prior she warned the Prime Minister and the Minister of Public Safety not to share. We still have not received a clear answer as to why she changed her mind so drastically in such a short period of time. And then on April 28th, in the April 28th, 2020 meeting, which we know was explosive, emotional, and full of anger on the part of Commissioner Lucki, and there were multiple witnesses who confirmed these were the events that transpired in that meeting. Notably, former Superintendent of the Nova Scotia RCMP, Darren Campbell's written notes, some of which said the following paraphrased remarks. Quote, "The Commissioner was obviously upset. The Commissioner said she had promised the Minister of Public Safety and the Prime Minister's office that the RCMP would release this information. The Commissioner then said that we didn't understand that this was tied to pending gun control legislation."